Integral knowledge. An essay by James Mahu. Question. Knowledge doesn't seem to be an important aspect of what you're writing about. It seems you're more interested in behavior. Why? Answer. Knowledge is vital, perhaps the most crucial aspect of my writings. But which knowledge? If we're talking about esoteric, cosmological, or scientific knowledge, then you're right, I don't focus on these as much. What I emphasize is integral knowledge. Knowledge is highly subjective and personal to an individual in spacetime. It can be honed and refined for one person, and if another person encounters this knowledge, they might call it a belief, possibly even a misguided one. Thus, knowledge is subjective. Even widely accepted theories like evolution, special relativity, the Big Bang, or quantum field theory are subjective, because we interpret and scrutinize them within our local universe. Knowledge is personal and often wavering, blending with what we call belief. Integral knowledge is the innate, inner belief that we acknowledge and affirm we are both infinite and interconnected. Integral knowledge revolves around these two interrelated beliefs, and from this hub, spokes jut out into all of our beliefs and all of our knowledge like the lattice of an all-encompassing neural network. Integral knowledge defines life as interconnected through a shared, innate belief that all existence is infinite, without exception. Even the materiality of planets, organic and human-made, is infinite. The energy and vibration underlying all materiality are infinite, as the infinite occupies and creates the apparent finite. The infinite creates the finite. The finite can create the finite, but it cannot create the infinite. Regardless of how it is created, whatever is created remains infinite. Its energetic signature is recorded in the moment of infinite time. It lives as a member of the material dimension, and is accorded its domain within the record of space-time. Integral knowledge is the only knowledge we share without thoughts and words. All other knowledge, whether personal or shared, is always evolving in words, numbers, and images. Its rate of evolution is the input of local space-time, which fluctuates with technology. As technology becomes increasingly a reflection of human intelligence, it will accelerate the subjective experience of space-time. Integral knowledge isn't found in hallucinogenic trips or sensory experiences. It is a shared knowledge within all things, and therefore it cannot be an experience, for the simple reason that we cannot experience all things. It is a knowledge that we can only acknowledge. We can nod our heads in recognition and acceptance, but we cannot experience it. What we can do is to allow the knowledge to become our hands, feet, mouth, mind, and heart. We allow these parts of us to become animated by this integral knowledge. Integral knowledge is crucial as it facilitates applying past learnings to the present moment. This has little to do with formal education or human intelligence. Animals with smaller brains, and trees with no brains at all, understand integral knowledge instinctively through their DNA. They understand that the physical interface of a body is not infinite. It is a creation tool of the infinite. The idea is that knowledge isn't singular. There is personal knowledge, integral knowledge, and shared knowledge in our interactions. These are the three sources of knowledge inception, in other words, where knowledge comes from. Where knowledge goes, well, that's up to us. The highest knowledge we can understand in any received moment of time is precisely what each of us in our local universes are all experiencing. Every single life in every moment is a form of unity, a part of the greater organism, with our planet as its collective base. Our planet is part of a galaxy in the same way that we are parts of our planet. The galaxy is part of a local group of galaxies that is part of a universe that is part of a multiverse that is part of an infinite multiverse. Within all of that expansion, There's a thread between the local universe of an individual life form and the one and all who interoperates the infinite multiverse. Knowledge transmits through our overlaps, rippling out wider than we realize. This transmission is woven throughout space-time dimensions across the infinite multiverse. It's always been this way and will continue infinitum. We exist to receive and transmit knowledge, to understand our role in service to this knowledge and to each other. If we feel our personal knowledge is unduly influenced by external overlaps of knowledge, we can modulate this influence. Our greater perspective is tuned to achieve a personal balance, but we are not taught about integral knowledge, not in its pure state. This pure state is realized when the infinite self, imagination, mind, heart, and body align. That is the pure state, when the infinite moves the finite, and the finite offers no resistance and finds harmony with the infinite. I would posit that this is the highest knowledge, to form this alignment by conscious choice, and using our willful commitment, sustain this alignment independent of the signals, symbols, and signs from our local universe. In the end, all knowledge serves a specific species in a specific spacetime. It is situational and it is personal. It is foundational and it is universal. Defining knowledge is like defining the infinite. It's supremely important, subjective, and personal in its rawest form. Yet, it's often this rawness that reveals true essence. Theories abound. All of us hypothesize about the future, about our reality and consciousness. We imagine what we are, in our most private moments, where we came from and why we came from there to here. Sometimes, we glimpse that we are infinite beings that have created a local universe on a personal scale. We create and experience our creations, so we learn on this personal scale how to access this integral knowledge. Knowledge is not formalized in papers for the purpose of being the ultimate truth. Writing is simply a form of art. It is the creation of a vision. And then that vision is infinitely refined. The vision of our infinite interconnectedness, and the knowledge within it, will never end. It will always evolve, deepening and broadening, becoming more magnetic, opening us to our true selves, clarifying the future, and foreshadowing the substance upon which we depend. We can all understand the interest to possess knowledge of all kinds, to understand the workings of the universe and consciousness, to hold the esoteric knowledge of cosmology and physics within that 3-pound gelatin mass within our heads. What I am suggesting is that we place a higher priority on understanding integral knowledge and investing this knowledge within our local universe through our behavioral coherence with our infinite self. It's natural to want to possess various kinds of knowledge and understand the universe's workings and consciousness. However, by understanding and embodying integral knowledge within our local universe, we bring coherence between our finite existence and our infinite self.